Okay, I've got a 2016 Nissan Sentra, and I ordered this off of eBay. It's one of those fins. They asked for my paint code, I gave it to them. It seems to match pretty darn close, which is nice. Now, it is straight, however it is very flexible. So what I'm going to have to do is line it up, tape it where I want it, and then what I'm going to do is take off the glue to assemble it. I've let it sit in the sun for a while just to get the car hot, as well as the tape and fin here, so that it'll apply easier. Now, what impressed me is this thing only cost me like $40 or $45, and it came within a week. Supposedly from Taiwan, but the delivery looks like it came from Ohio, and there was no duty on it, so I am very happy. First steps, I cleaned this whole area with my car cleaning kit, which is cleaning the paint. So I've got, you can kind of hear there's no wax buildup or nothing. Then what I did is I took isopropyl alcohol right here and used a cloth and cleaned that. So now I'm just about ready to start getting it all set up here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is be very careful with this, because the little end here, the point is very sensitive, shall we say. So I'm going to come here. I'm just going to do a light test fit. So I got some painter's tape. What I want to do is kind of line up these points to the edge there and see how it looks. Okay, so this tells me it's probably a little too close to there, so I'm going to have to move it up a little. What you want to try and do is kind of follow the body of the vehicle. And that kind of looks okay. Well, except this moved a little, so I'm going to kind of tape it better up here. Let's see how this works. Now, that will have to go down. Well, let me check this out. Okay, so I've tried my best to follow the body line here. Here's kind of what it looks like. I've gone pretty much to the edge, a little bit away from it. And what I'm doing here is putting tape just to kind of hold it in place, so I'm hoping I won't mess this up. So far it actually looks decent. Okay, so what I've been doing is taking the blow dryer, lifting this up and heating both the tape as well as the trunk, plus the actual, I let it in the sun for a while so that it can heat up on its own. So now comes the big test. So what I'm going to have to do is start probably on one end and take the tape off. And let's see what happens. I hope this works. What would be nice is if they had some kind of a thing to take the tape off properly, because as it sits right now, it's kind of hard to get. So I'm not sure how to manage this. Oh, there, finally one piece. So if you're like me and you don't really have fingernails, so I'm taking that off now to get the other one. And I got that one. So now I'm I'm just going to peel them back a little, enough that I'll be able to take them off. And I'm going to line it up here and go along and take off the tape. And as I go along, I'm going to try, and put it in place. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it's correct. And now this will come the hard part. I think. So now I'm going to press down here all the way along, and I think this is actually maybe going to work. The corners I'm not overly fond of, however. Now let's take off some of this tape, so what I can do is run my cloth along to ensure traction is complete. Adhesion. So let me get a cloth and let's see this here. Yeah, see, I don't like that. Tape doesn't go all the way to the corner. I wish the corners were a little bit nicer because the corners seem loose. So that's my only complaint so far. Other than that, this corner is not quite as bad, actually. Not sure why that is, but so there you have it. There is my fully assembled wing on my vehicle. Okay, so here it is. I put the wing on, some close-up shots. So far it looks pretty darn good to me. Makes the car stand out a little nicer. I kind of like that. It looks like it has a little bit of a lip, which I really wish that would have been down, but we'll see what happens, especially in the winter time, because what's going to happen is ice may build up in there and rip it right off, but I'm hoping not. So far it actually seems like it is on okay, and as you can see, hopefully with the camera, the color match is actually pretty darn good. So they did exactly the same color. It is kind of a little difference when you look at it, but then again, this plastic looks different than the car too.